Hi, I am Ben.
My name is Aaron.
And you are watching the 24 Hours Podcast. .com.
T-minus 4, 3, 2, 1. Following is a 24 Hours Podcast.
Well, of course, we're here at Foxfest. It's Canada Day. This is Ben and Aaron from Billy Talent. First of all, bonjour. That's nice. How important is it to be playing in Canada on Canada Day?
We hate Canada. We wish we were American. Yeah.
We always play in Canada on Canada Day, actually.
We've actually played, I think 5 years in a row we've done Canada Day shows, so it's one of our favorite things to do, to be honest with you.
What does it mean to be Canadian on a day like today?
It's, you know what, we're the proudest whatever. We've just got back from Europe for 2 and 3 weeks, and we wave the Canadian flag very high and very proud wherever we are. So to be Canadian to us is everything.
Now, apparently, you guys are a pretty big deal in Germany, for example. Is that correct?
Yeah, I think we're the only. We did a whole bunch of festivals, and we're the only Canadian band on any of these festivals, kind of by ourselves, waving the Canadian flag, like Ben says, everywhere we go. So it's a great feeling to finally be back in Canada, and now we have to get shipped off to the UK in 2 days. So we came home for Canada Day.
Now you got a hot new release, Billy Talent 2. A lot of time winning the name on that one.
There was
a lot of time spent researching a name for the album.
Well, actually, yes, there was, and we came up with that because I think at the end of the day we didn't want to have like a very long, drawn-out title. We wanted to let the music speak for itself, and it's our second record, so makes sense.
You must be proud of it. It's a great album.
Thank you.
Now let's talk about, you mentioned, I think I saw a quote of yours that you didn't want to be just the scream guy anymore, so you're obviously evolving as musicians. Was that a conscious effort on your part? Are you just trying to broaden your base as far as artistry goes?
I think that's kind of what happens is we toured for so long, and we got to a point where it's really loud that we just wanted to try different things, and sonically we wanted to approach songs in a different way, and sometimes that means not screaming as much and using the voice to try, tackle different melodies that I never was confident trying before. So,
and not to mention tackle different subjects, i.e. Devil in a Midnight Mass. And of course, I read your comments on that. It was about a story that caught your attention, a very important issue in the story. Has the song received any fallout from, say, the Catholic Church?
No, not at all, actually. But that's the thing. It's not a direct attack against the Catholic Church. And if we were to get any heat from it, it's like, well, it's a true story. There's facts, so there's no really rebuttaling it. And that's the thing that kind of pisses me off, is that why is that such a taboo thing to talk about? We need to be able to talk about these kind of things in order to solve them. By hiding them under the rug and not addressing them or giving them the attention that they deserve, then things will never get resolved. And that's the problem with my parents' generation, and that's not what I'm going to have the next generation do. We need to address things and stand together as a people and discuss topics that maybe are a little hard to approach, but at the end of the day, we need to protect the kids,
How do you feel now? You guys have been together, is it 13 years now?
Yes.
Yeah. And how has the band evolved musically in that 13-year span? You were all friends to begin with, from what I understand.
Yeah, we, like any band, you start playing cover songs of all your favorite groups, and we played covers for a long time and slowly worked our original material into our sets, and we released a CD. We released a whole bunch of tapes, and then we released a CD of our own called Watouche under Pez's name, and then we finally found our sound, I think, in about 2001. Changed the name of the band, and it's all history from there.
And of course, giving props to a great Canadian film with the band's name.
Hardcore Logo, yes. Yeah. And book from a Vancouver boy.
Bruce McDonald, isn't it?
Bruce McDonald did the film, but Michael Turner wrote the book originally, yeah.
Now let's talk about the accolades that you received. First of all, how important is it to be acknowledged by fans in your own country? I mean, you've had Juno Awards, you've got Much Music Video Awards. How important is that as a Canadian artist?
It's really flattering, but it's not what we set out to do. But I mean, at the end of the day, it's nice when someone goes, good work. And we got a good work. So it's very cool. It's very cool.
Yeah, winning the Juno for Album of the Year, really, I still don't believe it when I see it on my shelf at home. Like, it's probably the biggest Canadian award in music. And for us to have it, it just makes me laugh.
Yeah.
It's ridiculous.
It doesn't make any sense, really.
Yeah.
I got to ask you guys, where were you the first time you heard one of your recordings on the radio? What radio station was it, and where were you, and what went through your mind?
The Indie Hour.
Yeah, I used to work at a radio station, so I used to play it.
Station?
The Edge in Toronto.
Okay.
I was a producer for the Indie Hour, and I remember
Did you have a little influence in getting it played?
once I used my, because we just finished the Try Honesty EP, which was 4 songs, and I put it on the radio with blessing from my co-host. So, yeah.
And what did you think when you first heard your finished work on a radio
It
station?
was amazing. I thought my voice sounded like shit, to be honest with you, but besides that, it was, the band sounded great.
It was a really neat thing. Being a music fan your whole life and hearing songs on the radio, then hearing your own song, it was just, like I said, everything is just really strange.
Okay, I'm going to ask you a series of deeply introspective questions. I want to get the first response that comes out of your mind. Where are you happiest?
At home.
Home.
What's a talent you wish you had?
Juggling.
Piano.
What is the best piece of advice you could offer an aspiring musician?
Never give up.
Wear a condom.
Someone famous you'd love to hang out with?
Aaron Solowaniuk.
Brody.
What's the best thing about being Canadian?
Being Canadian.
Being Canadian.
What is the worst thing about being Canadian?
What's the worst? Nothing. There's nothing bad about being Canadian.
We're the luckiest humans on the face of the earth, so there is nothing.
TV show you can't miss?
Seinfeld.
Lost.
Shit. Lost, too. I said lost.
Too late. Got to take your first answer. What's your greatest fear?
Fear.
Oh, God. There's too many to list.
Flying.
Finally, what is your worst habit?
Smoking.
Flushing the toilet too quick when I pee.
Uh,
And then I gotta flush it again and wait for it. It's stupid.
Thanks for your candor. I appreciate that. Happy Canada Day and continued success. You got it. Thanks a lot. Thank you.
24hours.ca